Alright guys, and welcome back to the Little Lawton Gaming channel, where today we have season 2028 of the My Team Career Simulation Series on F1 2021. Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen seem to be dominating at the moment. Mercedes completely dominated the whole series up to this point. Will there be someone different, or will it be the same old Max versus Charles for the 2028 title? Let's find out. But let's start off by seeing what driver changes happened. So going into the 2028 season, we had 3 driver retirements. We had Pierre Gasly fighting for the championship last season, but he's retired from AlphaTauri. Esteban Ocon retired from Alpine, and Sergio Perez retired from Red Bull. Now Dan Ticktum is the driver that replaced Esteban Ocon at Alpine. Christian Lundgaard took the AlphaTauri seat. Lewis Hamilton moved to Red Bull in a massive move, and Daruvala replaced Hamilton at Williams. But Hamilton in a big team again. Will he perform this time? Let's find out in Bahrain. So in the first race of the 2028 season, Max Verstappen wins. Callum Ilott comes second. Sebastian Vettel third. Norris fourth. Tsunoda fifth. Ricciardo sixth. Lundgaard seventh in his first race for AlphaTauri. Alonso eighth. Latifi ninth. And Hamilton picking up a point in his first race for Red Bull. And not to be outdone by his teammate, but at Imola, Charles Leclerc wins this race. Daniel Ricciardo second. Lundgaard getting a podium in his second ever F1 race. Vettel fourth. Alonso fifth. Ticktum picking up his first points for Alpine. Norris seventh. Tsunoda eighth. Sainz ninth. And Latifi picking up the final point for Alpine. And he's backed up that win at Imola with another one at Portugal. Charles Leclerc wins. Max Verstappen second. Tsunoda third. Latifi with a cracking fourth place finish for Alpine. Daniel Ricciardo fifth. Hamilton sixth, the highest he's been in a long time. Alonso seventh. Ticktum eighth. Ilott ninth. And Norris picked up that final point in 10th. And he's made it 3 in a row in Spain. Charles Leclerc wins. Max Verstappen second. Ricciardo third. Alonso fourth. Tsunoda fifth. Vettel sixth. Norris seventh. Ilott eighth. Lundgaard ninth. And Dan Ticktum finished 10th. But in his home Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc has failed to make it 4 on the trot as Max Verstappen wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Leclerc comes second. Ricciardo gets that final podium spot. Vettel 4th. Norris 5th. Ticktum 6th. Latifi 7th. Alpine having a cracking start to the season. Tsunoda 8th. Lundgaard 9th. And George Russell picking up a point in the Haas. And that means after 5 races in the Drivers' Championship, Charles Leclerc leads his teammate Max Verstappen by 8 points. Daniel Ricciardo is 3rd. Vettel is 4th. Ferrari having a strong start as well. Tsunoda 5th. Norris 6th. Alonso 7th. Lundgaard 8th. Ilott 9th. Latifi and Ticktum 10th and 11th for Alpine. And Hamilton's all the way down in 12th with only 9 points. And in the Constructors, Mercedes take an early lead. 71 points ahead of Ferrari. AlphaTauri 3rd. McLaren 4th. Alpine 5th, Red Bull all the way down in 6th, only 33 points. Alfa Romeo have 2 points, and Haas have 1 point. Aston Martin and Williams, the only teams not to score. And Max Verstappen makes it back-to-back wins in Azerbaijan. Charles Leclerc 2nd, Yuki Tsunoda 3rd, Lundgaard 4th, Alonso 5th, Ricciardo 6th, Vettel 7th, Stroll 8th, getting Aston Martin their first points of the season. Hamilton finished 9th, and Ilott got the final point for Red Bull. And as much as Charles Leclerc was in form earlier in the season, it's Max Verstappen now as he gets 3 on the trot in Canada. Tsunoda 2nd, Leclerc 3rd, Vettel 4th, Lundgaard 5th, Ticktum 6th, Alonso 7th, Hamilton 8th, Latifi 9th, and Norris got that final point in 10th. And as we head to France, Max Verstappen makes it 4 on the trot. Daniel Ricciardo 2nd, Vettel 3rd, making it a good weekend for Ferrari. Leclerc down in 4th, Norris 5th, Lundgaard 6th, Tsunoda 7th, Stroll 8th, Alonso 9th, and Sainz got that final point for Alfa Romeo. And next up was Austria, where Lando Norris shocked everybody by winning it for McLaren. Max Verstappen came 2nd, Charles Leclerc 3rd, Vettel 4th, Ricciardo 5th, Ticktum 6th, Latifi 7th, Ilott 8th, Lundgaard 9th, and Tsunoda 10th. And as we reach my home Grand Prix, Britain, Max Verstappen gets back on the top step, Charles Leclerc second, Yuki Tsunoda third, Lando Norris fourth, Lundgaard fifth, Ticktum sixth, Ilott seventh, Latifi 8th, Alonso 9th, and Vettel got that final point for Ferrari in a very disappointing weekend for Ferrari. And in the final race before the mid-season break, Max Verstappen wins in Hungary, Charles Leclerc comes second, Vettel third, Ricciardo fourth as Ferrari do improve from Britain, Ilott 5th, Tsunoda 6th, Alonso 7th, Lundgaard 8th, Latifi 9th, and Hamilton finishes 10th to pick up a point. And that means at the halfway point of the season in the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen has a 40-point lead ahead of his teammate Charles Leclerc. Ricciardo is third, Vettel's fourth, Tsunoda 5th, Norris 6th, Lundgaard 7th, Alonso 8th, Ticktum 9th, and Ilott is in the top 10. Lewis Hamilton on the other hand is 12th with just 16 points. And in the Constructors, Mercedes have tightened their grip on yet another Constructors' Championship, 203 points ahead of Ferrari. AlphaTauri are third, McLaren fourth, Alpine fifth, Red Bull sixth, Aston Martin seventh, Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas are 9th, and Williams are the only team without a point in 10th. And at the midway point, we had quite a few driver changes. So Lundgaard left AlphaTauri and he joined Williams, which took Aitken's seat away from him, and he went to Aston Martin. That took Guan Yu Zhou's seat away from him, where he went to Alfa Romeo. And the guy who started all this was Carlos Sainz, who moved to AlphaTauri. Big move. How will he perform in a much better car? So unfortunately over the next two race weekends I have messed up with the pictures, but I have made little visual aids instead of just leaving them blank like I normally would do. So in the Belgian Grand Prix, Max Verstappen won, Yuki Tsunoda came second, Carlos Sainz picking up a podium in his first race for AlphaTauri, Charles Leclerc came fourth, Ilott 5th, Alonso 6th, Vettel 7th, Norris 8th, Ricciardo 9th, and Hamilton got that final point in 10th. And then in the Netherlands, Max Verstappen wins again in his home Grand Prix. Vettel comes second, Norris third, Leclerc once again in fourth, Ricciardo 5th, Ilott 6th, Tsunoda 7th, Hamilton 8th, Alonso 9th, and Latifi in 10th. And now in Italy, Max Verstappen has won again. He's on fire at the moment. Lando Norris comes second, Charles Leclerc third, Vettel 4th, Tsunoda 5th, Sainz 6th, Ricciardo 7th, Ilott 8th, Latifi 9th, and Hamilton got that final point in 10th. And as we head to the Asian leg in Russia, Charles Leclerc picks up victory, Carlos Sainz second in an AlphaTauri, Vettel third, Norris fourth, Alonso 5th, Ricciardo 6th, Verstappen all the way down in 7th, Tsunoda 8th, Latifi 9th, and Ilott got the final point in 10th for Red Bull. And that means after 15 races, Max Verstappen leads the Drivers' Championship, 59 points ahead of teammate Charles Leclerc, who's well clear of Vettel in 3rd, Tsunoda 4th, Ricciardo 5th, Norris 6th, Alonso 7th, Lundgaard 8th, Ilott 9th, Ticktum in 10th, and you have to go all the way now down to 13th for Lewis Hamilton, who's just got 22 points. And in the Constructors, Mercedes are well away with it again. 272 points ahead of Ferrari, who are second. AlphaTauri third, McLaren fourth, Red Bull fifth, Alpine sixth, Aston Martin seventh, Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas 9th, and Williams still yet to score a point this season. And next up was Singapore, where Sebastian Vettel came first, and Ricciardo made it a 1-2 for Ferrari. Leclerc third, Norris 4th, Ticktum 5th, Latifi 6th, Sainz 7th, Alonso 8th, and Russell's in there again, 9th, 2 more points for Haas, and Tsunoda picked up the final point in the AlphaTauri. And in the final part of the Asian leg, Charles Leclerc wins in Japan, Carlos Sainz once again finishing second in that AlphaTauri, Vettel rounding off the podium, Max Verstappen finished 4th, Tsunoda 5th, Ricciardo 6th, Alonso 7th, Norris 8th, Ticktum 9th, and Latifi picking up that final point in the Alpine. And just when it looked like he was losing his grip on the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen back to winning ways in America. Charles Leclerc 2nd, Ricciardo 3rd, Vettel 4th, Sainz 5th, Norris 6th, Latifi 7th, Hamilton 8th, Alonso 9th and Oilot in 10th. And it's back-to-back victories for Max in Mexico. Charles Leclerc 2nd, Norris 3rd, Vettel 4th, Ricciardo 5th, Sainz 6th, Tsunoda 7th, Tictum 8th, Alonso 9th and Latifi in 10th. Max certainly not giving up on this championship easily. And in Sao Paulo, Charles Leclerc wins. Max Verstappen 2nd, Norris 3rd, Tsunoda 4th, Sainz 5th, Alonso 6th, Vettel 7th, Hamilton 8th, Stroll picking up some more points for Aston Martin in 9th, and Tictum finished in 10th. And that all means with 3 races to go, Max Verstappen leads the Drivers' Championship by 36 points. Quite a healthy lead. Sebastian Vettel's 3rd, Ricciardo 4th, Norris 5th, Tsunoda 6th, Alonso 7th, Carlos Sainz is 8th, Lundgaard 9th, Oilot 10th, Tictum 11th, Latifi's 12th, Hamilton with just 30 points down in 13th, and Stroll has 10 for Aston Martin in 14th. And in the Constructors, Mercedes once again have absolutely romped away with it. Ferrari 2nd, AlphaTauri 3rd, McLaren 4th, Alpine 5th, Red Bull 6th, Aston Martin 7th, Alfa Romeo 8th, level on points with Haas in 9th on 3, and Williams still waiting that first point. And fighting for that Drivers' Championship in Australia has led to Charles Leclerc winning. Max Verstappen 2nd, Sainz 3rd, Ricciardo 4th, Norris 5th, Oilot 6th, Tictum 7th, Alonso 8th, Hamilton 9th, and Tsunoda finished in 10th. And in Saudi Arabia, it's delivered. Charles Leclerc wins, Daniel Ricciardo 2nd, Carlos Sainz 3rd, Vettel 4th, Tsunoda 5th, Norris 6th, Oilot 7th, Alonso 8th, Stroll 9th, Aitken picking up his first point for Aston Martin in 10th. Max Verstappen failed to finish, which means we have an absolute belter set up for Abu Dhabi. Either driver can win. Let's see who did it. And in Abu Dhabi, Daniel Ricciardo actually won the race. Vettel came second for Ferrari 1-2, but it's Max Verstappen in third. That's the important thing. He has won the Drivers' Championship. Carlos Sainz came fourth, Tsunoda fifth, Alonso sixth, Norris seventh, Latifi 8th, Oilot 9th, and Charles Leclerc finished all the way down in 10th. He bottled it. And there we have it. Max Verstappen wins the Drivers' Championship for 2028 by 18 points in the end. What a battle it was between Max and Charles. Both deserve a hell of a lot of credit. Mercedes deserve a lot of credit for creating such a good car. Sebastian Vettel 3rd, Ricciardo 4th, Norris 5th, Tsunoda 6th, Sainz 7th, Alonso 8th, Oilot 9th, Lundgaard 10th, Tictum 11th, Latifi 12th, Hamilton all the way down in 13th with 32 points. And not that it needed showing, but Mercedes win the Constructors' Championship by 333 points from Ferrari. AlphaTauri 3rd, McLaren 4th, Alpine 5th, Red Bull 6th, Aston Martin 7th, Alfa Romeo and Haas are joint, 8th and 9th with 3 points. And Williams, the only team not to score a point this season. But Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc have delivered an absolute classic of a season. It was won on the final race, Charles Leclerc bottling it, Max Verstappen getting a podium. Well done to Max. Can he repeat the feat in 2029? Or will finally someone challenge Mercedes? We'll have to wait and see. If you've enjoyed the video, please do drop it a like, give us a subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.